Boruto 2 Blue Vortex shows us that Eida is going to be the next target. Mamushi's coming to the Hidden Leaf Village to go and devour her. He's going over there so that way he can, fully absorb her, because Mamushi, as, fake love, or as infatuated by her charm ability, or rather Bug was, and then that transfer over to Mamushi. But long story short, Mamushi is going after her. And I was kind of thinking, what can Eida do to, fight against him? There's not really anything she can do. She's not a combatant. She's only relied on her charm ability, on her omnipotence ability to kind of dissuade people from attacking her, or they can't hurt her. They can't physically hurt her, you know what I'm saying? So that's the problem with what she is right now, or what's going on right now. And it's why I think that Damon's most likely going to take over. He's going to fight for her, and she needs other people to protect her and help her out. And that's where I'm I wish she could do a little bit more, or something else, you know what I mean? Other than looking back into the past, or looking into the present or whatever, you know what I mean? It's I want her to physically fight. So I was coming up with different ways of how can she contribute, or how can she actually help in this fight against Mamushi. And the only thing that I can think of right now is when Eida was using the Senrigan on Mamushi, or the Shinju, the first time, and then Mamushi was able to detect that she was using her Senrigan, and he was able to sneak up on her, or kind of notice her presence, staring at them. I thought, one, that was really crazy that somebody was able to detect that Mamushi was able to detect that she was doing that. But then again, I thought what if Mamushi did that to surprise her, or to let her know that your Senrigan doesn't work on us, or I can see that you're spying on us, and I can block it, or talk to you face to face, or whatever, kind of a vibe, you know what I mean? So what I think is possible here for Eida to do is, if she's able to look into the present, or she's able to look at the Shinju, if she's able to look at Mamushi, right, then she might have the potential to distract him during a fight. So you know how in that moment when she was spying on them, he distracted her, or he scared her, or told her that, hey, I'm coming after you, and she dropped her glass of lemonade, and she was spooked out and freaked out. Well, maybe she can do the exact same thing to him in the middle of a fight, right? Let's say Mamushi's fighting against Damon, or Boruto, or Sarada, or whoever, right? Let's say Mamushi's fighting against them, and then Eida comes along, and she uses her Senrigan to look at the fight while the fight is happening. Now Mamushi, who is trying to devour her, and is infatuated with her, once he notices, or he sees that she's spying on them on the fight, maybe she can distract him for 2 seconds for somebody to get a hit in, or to destroy him, or to, you know what I mean, just defeat him, basically. Because it works both ways. If Mamushi can sense her, then, if Mamushi can distract her, or get her to stop using her Senrigan to spy on the Shinju, then maybe she can sneak in a distraction, or a quick look to make Mamushi be oh, it's Eida, and then have that, distract him a little bit, you know what I mean? And maybe a little bit of help from the sensory unit wouldn't be so bad, with the mind transmission jutsu, being able to physically get in his head and talk to him. And I think that's kind of a benefit of them coming into the village, is that they have that option, you know what I mean? That mind link, that mind transmission link of her being able to communicate or talk to Mamushi, just as a pure distraction, So I feel that's an importance, that's an opportunity right there. And that's the only way I can see her kind of actually distracting or contributing to the fight. I don't see her throwing a punch or a kick or anything like that. Maybe she flies away at best, but other than that, it's up to Damon, it's up to Delta, maybe Mitsuki, Sarada, Kawaki, Boruto. It's going to be up to them to really do the heavy lifting and to fight against the Shinju. So I don't know. That's the only tactical thing I can think of for her. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think Eida's going to be able to contribute to it? Or do you think she's going to be hiding out like a scaredy cat? And do you think she's I guess her most important contribution is going to be helping Kashin Koji. You know what I mean? Assess the situation, or certain things that are happening in real time, or things that have happened. So there's also that. But let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah,